Happy New Year for 2010 to my friends and subscribers on YouTube. My name is Chuck Jones. If you haven't already figured out, my channel ID really is my name without the vowels and only one C out of Chuck, so CHKJNS is Chuck Jones. That is my real name. If you've accessed this looking for a cartoonist, I didn't mean to trick you, but we were using this name before he was. It's been used in my family continuously since 1853. Although I do admire Chuck Jones tremendously for the work he did on cartoons like The Roadrunner and Coyote and Marvin the Martian. I will explain the crazy beard to you first off. I was getting my age over-guessed by 15 years and sometimes even worse than that. And on my profile it says I'm 53, that is my true age. I decided people already thought I looked like Grandpa, I would just grow out my beard and I would be Grandpa. And to my great amazement, the big beard has been a huge hit. And the best part is that now people only overguess my age by half as much. And also, over the next 20 years, I look like Grandpa now, I can't look any older, can I? So, the biggest feature of my channel right now is playlists for each of the last 100 years. Unfortunately, you'll have to dig to find them because when YouTube upgraded me, I say upgrade, to my beta channel, they shuffled all my playlists, which were previously in alphabetical and numerical order. But as you're searching for a specific year or a specific artist, hopefully you will run across some other things you might want to go back to. There are almost 400 playlists now, somewhere around 4,000 songs. I can't count anymore, I've created so many of them. The music you're listening to in the background is by a wonderful artist named Claude Jarry. He was born in France and became a Japanese citizen almost 30 years ago, which is about half his life, and he plays this beautiful guitar. And the song you're listening to is Cavatina, which was the theme from the movie The Deer Hunter from about 30 years ago. And I have been, since last March when I joined YouTube, rediscovering all of the beautiful music that I hadn't heard in years. And this is why I've done what I've done with my playlist, is so that you also can find these things that you may well have missed, or if you're a young person that you never knew existed and you thought, hey, that's cool, because the kind of outlets that play this music anymore are few and far between, but it's all here on YouTube. Anyway, to get back to Claude Jarry, I heard this song Cavatina done by someone else from about the time of the movie, and Mr. Jarry is a kind man who responds when you make comments on the videos that he posts on YouTube. And you'll find a playlist for him on my channel, and I hope you will seek it out and maybe like his music and purchase it. But I said to him through the YouTube messaging system, this would sound really great if you played it. And he said, I just recorded it last week, let me send it to you. And this is what I love the most about YouTube, is how interactive it is. That I have made so many great friends like Nancy in Edmonton, and my friend Luis in Peruíbe in Brazil, and people from all over the world, in the Philippines, in Scotland. As of today, I picked up a new subscriber. It's just a fantastic medium for us to share information about the music that we all love. My three favorite artists are Ray Conniff, Henry Mancini, and Leroy Anderson. And I hope to tell more about them in future videos. Ray Conniff was the arranger of everything that he conducted. Over nearly 50 years, he probably recorded about 1,200 songs on 101 albums and sold 70 million copies. At the time he died, they said he was the 10th best-selling artist on record. He had such a prolific career. If you watch my opening video on my channel, you will see what a dynamic conductor he is. He was just alive with his music. You can see it coming out of every pore in his body. Henry Mancini's first major success was the theme from Peter Gunn, which Blake Edwards had him write in 1958, and he followed it up about 5 years later with the Pink Panther theme. And just these two pieces alone have altered the musical landscape of the world. And he was a jazz composer and arranger, and also a very romantic composer and arranger, if you think of the music from Breakfast at Tiffany's. Finally, Leroy Anderson is the sound of the Boston Pops Orchestra. Not the conductors, who always get all the credit, but Leroy Anderson was their principal arranger, and he composed several compositions in his relationship with the Boston Pops over about 20 or 25 years. Finally, I forgot what I was going to say next because I'm not a professional at doing these things, but I think I might have almost covered everything I hope to do some more videos later. It would be really neat if you folks would send me your own videos of you talking about music and what it is that you like. And it's kind of an iffy thing, feeling comfortable doing this, but eventually we'll all get the hang of it. But this is such a neat messaging system. With YouTube, we can send videos of ourselves. Forget Facebook, you can send a stale picture of yourself. And with this, we get to hear what we sound like. We can hear our own emphasis and how we describe what we love and like. So, if you speak a foreign language, that's great. Language is also a hobby of mine. I can speak a little bit in Danish, the real English from the other side of the pond. I can do a little bit in French, Italian, and Portuguese, and German, and maybe even a little bit in Spanish. So the neat part is that I can make little short comments in 7 languages a little bit, and I try to be a polite American. So, once again, I wish you a Happy New Year. I hope that you will find some music that you like on my channel, and if you're not already a subscriber, I hope you might want to become one. And I will say so long until next time.